Hey guys, have you ever heard someone say, fake it till you make it, do whatever it takes? I know I heard these things a lot when I first got started in direct sales, and there really is some truth to that. So here's the deal. When I got started, my husband was in college, I was working, making very little money, and we didn't have the money required to attend a lot of the events and do a lot of the things that we really needed to be doing. But we saw the bigger picture and we were willing to invest in ourselves. So yes, we took on some credit card debt. Yes, we invested in ourselves. Do we regret that? Absolutely not. So there's something to the fake it till you make it is not about being phony. It's absolutely about being authentic, about being who you are, but being honest with yourself about the fact that, maybe you don't have the money right now that you desire, and that's why you're building your business. So you've got to make some sacrifices. Really set some specific goals, some specific expectations for yourself. One of the things that I can tell you, kind of a secret about my business, was that early on, because we couldn't afford to attend a lot of these events prior to, I'd hear for the upcoming year of all these great events coming, and I thought, how in the world am I ever going to get there? But I wanted so badly to be there. At the end of each year, I would actually pull out my calendar. I would write down, in January, I want to attend to this event. And actually, a lot of years, I've attended one live event per month. I highly recommend that if that's at all possible for you. And if it's not, I still recommend it. And here's why. When I would do that, I would sit down, write on my calendar, and even at the time I was writing it in my calendar, I did not have the money in my bank account to attend the event. I just knew that I would be there. I was very specific about that intention. I got to work. I would create the result so that I could be at the event. So don't be looking at your account and using that as a basis to decide what events you'll attend, where you can invest in marketing and all these things, because if you base everything on that, you will never create the success you desire, because you'll always be looking at what you don't have. So get very specific about what you want, about where you're going to be a year from now, 2 years from now, and make the sacrifices required to do it. Put things on your calendar, set the intention, get there. Company events as well as industry generic events, like No Excuses, my husband and I attended in Las Vegas earlier this year. This was kind of one of the who's who of network marketing and direct sales. And what was cool is that a lot of times you go to events like this with this caliber of speakers like Todd Falcone and Jimmy Davis and Katie Freiling, Jonathan Budd, Mark Hoverson, and dozens of others. And it's a pitch fest. You just have people up on stage, and they're just selling their product and telling you to meet them at the back table, and you end up walking away having spent thousands of dollars. This was not at all the case with No Excuses. If they ever offer an event again, I highly recommend that you get there, because the caliber of speakers they had, of the content that was offered, and the value there without any pitching going on stage was hands down one of the best events my husband and I have attended. So anyway, that's just an example of a generic event that's not specific to your company. Most good, solid companies provide events throughout the year. Do get to some of those, because it creates that proof to your team by getting there that your company is solid, it's worthwhile, it's worth them investing their time and their money and time away from their kids, as well as skill building events and things that are more about maybe branding yourself versus branding just your company. And that's a whole nother conversation we can have later. So anyway, really the whole point here is the importance of getting to events and of investing in yourself even when you think you can't. HeidiBlack.com is where you can find me. We'll talk soon. Bye for now.